Before we get to the video, if you would like to help me stop the madness, then please visit madnessnation.net to get all of your merchandise, or simply hit the link in the description below to donate. Remember, I cannot stop the madness without you. Madness. All right, all right. Now, people may not like what I have to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Now, as y'all know, Diddy, the trial of the century, has finally came to an end here. And Diddy has been found guilty of on 2 of 5 charges, but he has been found not guilty on the most devastating charges, the ones that you definitely don't want to be found guilty on. He wasn't found guilty. He pretty much was found guilty for flying out people to sleep with them. That's pretty much what he was found guilty for. Each one of those charges can carry up to 10 years apiece. But it's pretty much the same charge. So I'm pretty sure that it won't be 20 years, it'll be 10 years, because I'm pretty sure those charges will run concurrent. And that's only if the judge decides to even give him any type of significant time. I mean, that is like, I do believe this is like the White Slave Man Act or something, like it's called the Mann Act. It's like it was like a slave law or something like that. So it's gonna be hard for the judge to really, I think that it's gonna be hard for him to give him a significant amount of time on this particular count that he was found guilty of. Also, it's a lot of people that's you got a lot of people that's upset. You got a lot of people that's excited. A lot of people that's upset is mad that he hasn't been found guilty for stuff that he wasn't even charged with. A lot of people is like, oh, you see the video? It's like, he wasn't charged. She wasn't charged with that. I mean, she got $30 million for that. That was a very expensive ass whooping. Now, pretty much, the jury pretty much said to Cassie and to Jane Doe and everybody that, listen, we really don't believe that y'all was innocent in this 100% innocent in this situation. We believe that at some point, we don't believe that he coerced you to do it. We don't believe that he forced you to do it. They had plenty of chances to leave. And not only did Cassie have plenty chances to leave, she kept coming back. She was even to the point where she was dealing with her now husband, and she was cheating on him with Diddy, doing Diddy while he was FaceTiming her, right? And then you had the witnesses come on, the prostitutes that actually came on, and was pretty much like, hey, Cassie was the one who was setting this up. Cassie was the one who was enjoying it. Cassie was the one that was picking. Cassie was doing a lot of things. And the bottom line of the situation is that if Cassie wouldn't have agreed to testify against Diddy, she would have been a co-conspirator. And she will be facing prison time as well. Let me say that again. If Cassie didn't agree to testify against Diddy, she would have been a co-conspirator. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, because this is one thing that people do. The media is going to pump up a lot of stuff. So before the trial, they was like, oh, we got this, we got that, we got this, we got that. We got so much stuff in. If you was going by that, you would pretty much think that it was going to be a slam dunk, and you would think that Diddy was going to get found guilty on all charges. But then once the trial actually started, and a lot of people kept saying, well, where's the RICO? Where's the RICO? Diddy is just freaky. So a lot of people, as they was looking at the trial unfold, they was like, okay, so they're trying to throw him in prison for the rest of his life for being freaky, because he's not being charged with domestic violence. He's not being charged with what happened to Cassie on that video. Like he wasn't being charged with that. So it's like, okay, if he's not being charged with that legally, you got to take that out the equation. So then they just kept saying a whole lot of freaky stuff pretty much. That's all they really was pretty much saying. And I mean, and then they couldn't necessarily, and then I knew things was gonna go better for Diddy once they start dropping those charges. Like once they start dropping those arson and kidnap and all that type of charges, they drop those, but still try to kind of like have it in the RICO part. And then Diddy's in a RICO all by himself. Like, come on now. So this seemed to be more of a humiliation ritual to humiliate this man in front of the world and let the world know, you know, all his secrets and everything that he likes to do and how he personally likes to get his rocks off. This never really seemed like a strong case from the get-go. It never seemed like a strong case from the get-go. And you got a jury of your peers up there. And you got people coming out saying, this is a tragedy. Women voices are not being heard. I disagree with that. They voices was heard. They was at trial. They gave their account of what happened. But just because you accuse somebody of doing something or say that they do, or, you're not entitled to a conviction pretty much. So no matter what you got going on, you're not entitled to a conviction. You're going to go up there, you're going to state your case, and the jury is going to decide on whether they feel that what you said was credible or not, or if they feel like, they believe what you have to say more than the defense. People coming on here acting like Diddy wasn't supposed to defend himself. I mean, whether if you feel that you're innocent or whether if you feel that you're guilty, you're going to defend yourself at all costs. And, Diddy, when it got Brian Steele has literally beat like 2 RICO cases. The dude didn't beat 2, like Brian Steele price, like what they say, yesterday price is not today's price. Brian Steele then literally beat, multiple RICO cases. I'm pretty sure his phone is ringing off the hook. But once again, it's hard to prove a RICO when Diddy is the only person in the RICO. I mean, when you have a RICO, that means that you have a criminal enterprise, a criminal organization, and everything like that. Now, maybe they would have been able to prove a RICO if they didn't give Cassie immunity. But they gave Cassie immunity, so it's like he's pretty much there by himself. So it's not a RICO. Now, Diddy was denied bond. He was denied bond again. So they said that he's going to have to sit in there until October. That's when the sentencing date is. They did say that they are going to try to get the date earlier. So we'll see if that date get pushed up or not. But to be honest, Diddy future is in the judge hands, because this judge can literally give him 10 to 20 years. But like I said, I doubt if it'd be 20, because what he was found guilty of, which is pretty much flying people. Y'all chicks about to stop getting flown out. Y'all about to stop getting flown out. These dudes ain't about to be flying y'all out no more, because they are trying to lock people up for flying out people. And honestly, if the only thing they don't, this is one of those laws that's so petty that actually when you see them trying to charge you with that, that's kind of an indication that the case is very weak. And that's one of those things where they like, we just want to get him on something. We may not get him on the main things, but we want to get him on something. But like I said, I doubt it's pretty much the same charge for both of them, for Cassie and Jane Doe. I mean, as far as flying people out for the intent to engage in sexual activity. So I'm pretty sure those will run concurrent. So we're talking 10, and I doubt that he gets the full 10. He don't have a he don't have a criminal background. I believe he's a first-time offender. So if the judge can give him 0 years and let him walk out in October, or he can give him something like 2 to 3 years, and then he'll have pretty much a year served, and then probably be able to get out on probation. Like Diddy may literally be walking out in October, but the judge holds all the cards in his hands, and he's going to have to make that decision as far as what he feel is appropriate for this whole particular case. So y'all go ahead and leave a like and a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. Are you excited that Diddy has been found not guilty on the major charges, or are you upset that Diddy has not been found guilty on the major charges? Y'all go ahead and let me know, and y'all be safe.